What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing what is very likely to be my goofiest challenge ever. I'm going to be trying to trick mind game cheese and defeat Grandmasters by proxying useless buildings. So basically what I had in mind was just to make their minds explode by, let's say, against Protoss, build an engineering bay here. And I think it could be, like, it sounds really dumb, right? It sounds like a waste of resources, but I think it's something that I can actually bend into my advantage. So first of all, it's going to be a big distraction. They're going to try to figure out what the heck is going on. And in StarCraft, you just don't have that much time to think, okay? You spend a minute thinking about something, you're probably going to get screwed already, right? So first of all, fantastic distraction. Then I had another idea that I could build an engineering bay like here, for example, right? And that way I kind of get vision of the natural non-stop. So if I have units like Reapers, Hellions, then I can actually kind of make use of that, natural map hack, I guess, to see where I should be sending my units. And I also have a couple of extra buildings that I can build. Like, for example, I could make a Ghost Academy at someone's third base. Then they're going to scout it later and get very panicky. And then I don't use it at all. Now, I did see... And that's actually perfect. I was going to say, I do need him to scout those buildings, you know, for them to have any purpose whatsoever. There he saw my SCV, which I don't know if I like that much. Actually, what I don't think because now he's probably going to have a probe in front of his natural, right? I do want to make the... Oh, that's a very far forward gateway. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to block his base for a little bit. Oh, I failed. Oh, that was actually unfortunate. I don't know the timings of that, so I was thinking, you know, I probably have enough time, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to make an engineering bay here. This actually looks like the dumbest build I've ever done. Trust me, guys, okay? It's at some point, it's going to do something for me. I don't know yet what it is, but at some point it's going to do something. I think what's going to happen is that he's probably going to scout it by the time he makes, like, a third pylon, I want to say. I was thrown off guard a little bit. He's now wondering what on earth is wrong with me. Should I finish? Yeah, I'm just going to finish it. Why not? Yeah, like, that's so funny. He's pulling probes. This is what I'm talking about. He's pulling probes to kill it. Like, it has no purpose for now, right? But it's... Oh my goodness. Wait, can I? I think I can kind of... Okay, this is even dumber, actually. Guys, look at this. I'm gonna wall off his... Oh my goodness, no way. I'm walling off his gateway unit. He's so scared right now. He's making extra units. I'm walling off his gateway units from getting into the main base. Oh, this is brutal. Wait, he's actually kind of stuck. Yeah, he's making a battery now. That's all. He's going to have to recall it. Okay, that's already a pretty good start. And now I can just go over here. I still need to build an expansion, by the way, of course. Do I cancel one of them? I think I do, actually. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that guy. He might try to... Oh, he tried to do the same to me, but he failed. That's great. I did fail to land my factory at the same time. This guy is probably just eternally confused as of this moment. Probably go back into the main base, but the battery's already finished. There's a second Stalker now. Now, I still have the engineering bay in the main base. Actually, I didn't think of this, but that engineering bay gives me vision of the Reaper jump-up spot. If I would have gone for, I don't know, let's say 5 Reapers. I think you kind of need 5 Reapers to do something against a shield battery. Then I actually could have used that. Like, now I know exactly how many units are going to be here. I'm going to get Hellions out at the front. It's... I don't know why, but for some reason, it just feels like it's working. It's working as well as it could for such a dumb strategy. Let's put it that way. Now, engineering bay is still going to have 650 minerals. I could wait for the next set of Hellions to try and go in. I do think I prefer that. Maybe I can do a follow-up for Widowmine drop as well, or maybe 2. Oh, please. No, I needed that Reaper. Oh, that's a big mistake by me, actually. I needed that Reaper. I'm even going to get some scouting information there. I needed that Reaper so I could grenade out the unit in the wall. If I don't have that Reaper, I'm going to have to wait for the Widowmine drop, which means that the engineering bay would have died by then. You could also have a sentry or something, but still. Oh, he does. Okay, then doesn't matter. Thank goodness. Thank you for making a sentry, my friend. Hey, guys, I saw... We actually won the mind game again. You know why? I saw an observer. That means that he went for a Robo first, which is generally seen as a pretty bad build. So we actually scared the crap out of him with this build somehow. By building 3 engineering base, finished 1 into the main base, and 2 into his natural. I think we actually successfully scared the crap out of him somehow. That's beautiful. I couldn't have wished for something else here. Now I'm gonna send this around the observer. Hopefully I did manage to skip that observer somewhere. I think you're probably arriving at my main base right about now. Yeah, exactly. There it is. Okay. I don't have a single anti-air unit, so I can't kill that. Now, the good part about my build is that here, he probably can't tell that I have the extra widow mines on the map because my build order was so strange. He's not going to be able to tell what my timing should have been, right? Now, here we go. It is time to go for the bulldozer. We're just going to go straight in here. Okay. He's going to try and force field my Hellions out, but I can obviously lift those over. Let's see. That's going to be another nice shot. Let's see if I can get some damage here. Lift those off. That's another shot as well. Dude, these are still doing so much freaking damage. And now we can go into the main base. Wait, he force field... Oh, wait, that's too many. Let me get out of here real fast. Okay, there we go. Didn't realize he was going to have that many. We're going to kill Sentry. Yeah, we are going to kill Sentry. Beautiful. Love that. Okay. God, this is so cool. Like, literally, I thought the first game was probably going to be a bit of a disaster until we figured out, you know, how I was supposed to play this. But this was already a massive success somehow. Now, I'm not saying that we're obviously winning this game or anything like that, but I do think we are in a position where we could. Now, I'm not quite sure what the follow-up is going to be here. I would kind of love to proxy another building as well, but I didn't, you know, okay, I'm just going to do it. Why not? You guys know me. I like to fully commit to the challenge. I'm going to make a Ghost Academy to block his 4th base. That's what I'm going to do. It sucks that he's still in position there. It would have been super nice to get some damage done with those 4 Hellions, but it is what it is. Those Widow Mines not going to be super, super useful, but at least they're going to give me some vision, right? Probably put it a little bit more in the middle. Could have some units here, but I'm going to risk it anyway. If he sees the Widow Mines, he would have killed them already anyway, right? So, doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna block this with that. That means that my drop... Where's the Observer, by the way? I really would love to find that Observer. I don't know where it is right now. I would guess it's somewhere on my production, maybe? I haven't been able to find it, unfortunately. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, he's not gonna have Blink anyway, so that's okay. I didn't kill something with that Widow Mine. That has 4 kills, by the way, somehow. How did the Widow Mine get 4 freaking kills? I was going to say, since the Ghost Academy is here, I'm going to have to drop on the left side, okay? Because if he's going to be distracted by that Ghost Academy, his units are going to be on the right, so we need to attack on the other side. Now, I guess I could proxy another building over there as well. Ideally, I get my base up at some point here. I'm going to do a little scan. Okay, so it's Colossus and Charge. That is not surprising. Do I go for a 3rd base or do I go for like a 2-base all-in kind of thing? He doesn't have gas yet. And because he doesn't have gas, I think... So dumb. I think we should go for a 3rd base play. Because if you attack into a Protoss that doesn't have gas, you're going to get absolutely monstrously swarmed by Zealots. And that is a very unpleasant way to go. Speaking from experience. Hey, you know what, guys? I could use that Ghost Academy, but then it doesn't feel useless anymore. So I don't really want to. Guess I'm gonna build another engineering bay here or something. Yeah, for now, what he's doing, it looks like he's doing some kind of... It's kind of hard to explain. It's not really an all-in. I think I've explained this concept before for sure. He is trying to absolutely destroy my push. So instead of, you know, trying to hold it with the most economy possible, he's trying to annihilate my push, basically. That's what he's trying to do. He does have a forge, okay. So that is one thing. I wonder if he's going to be able to catch on to this challenge, because it's something so random. I don't even know if you would be able to do that. I'm just going to say, guys, I really like the vision I have had because of these stupid buildings. Hey, the Widow Mine actually... Wait, can I maybe snipe that? I'm going to try. Look at it. This is kind of stupid because it might give away that I have a drop... Oh my god, this is going to work! I literally feel like I'm a map hacker right now with all this freaking vision. This is so nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to start making Liberators as well. Can I use these? I'm not quite sure. Okay, so he's pretty well prepared for this. Yeah, I think we're going to end up playing Liberators. Oh, I did just find his Observer. Little trick here. You want to stim around the Observer and send him into your turret, so you don't lose vision of it, basically. Okay, let's see. There's a couple of units over there. Not that many. He hasn't found my Ghost Academy yet. That is good news for me. Not because the Ghost Academy is alive, but because that means that he doesn't have a 5th base on the way yet. Let's get a sensor tower over here. I'm actually extremely tempted. Yeah, I'm going to make this a planetary. We're going to end up playing this slightly different. Hey, you know what I want to do? I actually kind of want to dip with these medevacs, because I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he just builds like 1 Phoenix or something, and then I'm going to lose all these units. I really don't want that to happen. Now, I'm building this planetary so I can go for an Omega push. That is basically the idea. Do I need Ghost for that push? I think I actually kind of do. I guess I could make a couple. Mostly because he had Archons, right? Probably should be making the depots on the left side, by the way. I think that would be better for me. Let's make the depots on the left side, so I have a little bit of a wall over here. It sucks for me that he had vision of that. I don't know how he got vision. I guess there might have been an observer or a pylon, or maybe he was just pre-positioning. But basically my plan was to go in with this drop, the drop on the left side, then the drop over here into the third, and then the Hellions into the main. I had like the whole triple prong set up, but sadly for me it didn't quite work out. Let's see if I can find something else to do with these units. I haven't seen the too many observers, which annoys me a little bit. It's something that I'm not super good at, but it's very, very useful. Oh, wait, this guy is... He's properly camping. Huh. Is he actually trying to go... Oh, I can't reach that. Is he actually trying to go for some kind of mass Stargate play? I'm a little puzzled by it. Okay. As long as I don't lose any medevacs, it's fine. I feel like I could go for a pretty big attack here as well. How many medevacs do I have out on the map? The answer is 3. Okay, so I have, what is that? 3 ghosts, 6 siege tanks. That's a pretty decent army. Okay, let me scan him one more time. He might see me. Let's see, is his army still there? His army is still chilling over there, sadly for me. Now, these liberators are going to be incredibly useful, because I can just siege this base from here, and that is very, very annoying. Look at that. This is actually a beautiful position. Look at this. Holy. Tell me that isn't absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, did he F2 this army away yet, please? No, still not. Okay, well then we're just gonna drop it over here. Ghost Academy is still alive. Does he still have Stalkers over there? He does. Maybe I can drop these. Let's see. Okay, looks like he wants to go for some kind of big flank. Just gonna jump on top of this. Hellions are not gonna do much. Do I not have concussive shells? I did not, indeed. That's what it looked like. Ooh. Let's make sure to move these units out of the way. Nope. Any tank is very useful. Okay. Didn't do too much damage to me, right? Okay, I'm gonna siege this over here. Keep in mind, I do have the planetary at home. Now, I guess the observer must be somewhere here, but I haven't been able to find it, sadly. Okay. Get another couple production facilities and command centers out. Start 3-3. That's a pretty nice idea. Okay, he's gonna try and go for it now. I don't think this is gonna be super pleasant for him. He does... Oh, there's an EMP! Yes, I got the EMP of... Oh my goodness, it's delicious, guys. Oh my goodness, the position. This is pretty crazy, maybe. I'm not gonna do it. Colossus are so good against these units that you don't want to risk that. Hey, that was an amazing fight. We have 191 supply left after that. Oh my god. Okay. I guess he probably has observers over here, but I feel like we should be able to push through because I have so many liberators. Let's see, he's not coming behind me. So then I can just move my tanks forward very, very calmly. Does he move? Well, I actually moved his units a little bit. I think the Archon moved away. Okay, it looks like he might be trying to attack me in the back. Hopefully we don't run into a storm. That would be very unpleasant if we did. We have to drop in the main base as well. He might... Oh, he's actually going to go for a full-on counter-attack. Yeah, not super surprising, actually. Now, luckily for me, I have that planetary. That planetary is so useful, by the way. That planetary is actually, like, gold tier useful. Holy. Yeah, I can kind of fight against this, I think. Make sure to kill the Archon. That would be great. Can I move forward here? I can definitely move forward. Drop in the main base. Absolutely popping off. Hey, honestly, guys, this was a masterpiece of a game. This was legitimately a freaking masterpiece of a game. Holy. Even here, I feel completely safe. Those Templars are getting freaking owned. You guys relax. I'm still freaking maxed out here somehow. Isn't that freaking insane? How are we maxed out? Let me fly this away. Might as well try to get this base. No GG is called when I have 199 supply against 74. Units lost in a TVP. I don't think I've ever had this crazy of a units lost. 5.5 against 16k. 13:37 game time. This was just a perfect game, actually. Now, let's quickly check. I want to see what the situation was after all of my freaking weird proxy buildings and stuff. So this was the attack that came from the proxied engineering bay, because we knew where Stalkers were. As you could tell, he had 1k minerals in the bank. He was definitely 100% confused by this. And his build... Really, this worked 100%, I think. He got completely confused. We had vision of all of his bases the entire time. I freaking love everything about this. This is only the first attempt, but just one more thing. Like, I mentioned it before, but now you can clearly see it. His build meant that he was incredibly scared. You don't go for Robo and then charge before a third base. I thought that we would probably be slightly behind after that build, because obviously building 3 engineering bays in your opponent's face is not the most efficient. I actually think that we might have been considered slightly ahead here, or at least even. And that is despite not really getting that much damage done, right? You really could have done a lot more, but anyway, that was just the warm-up game. Let's go for game number 2. Game number 2 is against a 6.5k Protoss. Okay, it's gonna be a lot harder, that is for sure. Now, I'm kind of wondering what would be a better way to execute what I did last game. I think ideally, I get the engineering bay block in the back of the natural. And that way, if he ever attacks it with Stalkers, then that should be an easy way to go about it. I mean, the Reaper Cliff here is kind of inaccessible on this map, right? Because it's not in the corridor like it was on the last game. It's very far forward, so don't think I can really build an engineering bay there. Actually, there is another way to do this as well, and that is what I could do is the engineering bay that I spent all of the time on, right? So the engineering bay that went up fully. I could make that one in his wall. Okay, in his natural, I mean, the wall in his natural. And then at some point later, I can cancel it when I run in with my Hellions. That's another way to go about it, but I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to counter, because if he just walls around that engineering bay, let's say I build it here, one force field should still cover the gap anyway, right? So that makes it a little bit harder. I think we're just going to try the engineering bay in the back of the natural this time. I just love seeing the reactions to my weird stuff. It's like one of my absolute favorite things in all of StarCraft when I do something dumb, do something weird, just to see them react to it. It's just great. It's actually lovely to see it. It just makes my entire day. Okay, so this is really funny, because normally if you send this SCV out like this, you would be blocking the natural. I'm not blocking the natural. I'm just going to build an engineering bay in the back of it. That's just the only difference here, really, between a regular engineering bay block and this version. Okay, he probably, you know what I think? I wouldn't be surprised if he thinks that I misclicked because I tried to make a bunker. I think that is the most likely thing that this actually looks like, you know? Now, do I finish it this time? I think Actually, I could also just leave it on 99%. No, I'm going to finish it. I don't know why. Something tells me that I should. I'll probably come up with the reasoning later, but something tells me that I should finish that. Oh, God, it looks so dumb. Something tells me that I should finish at eBay. Now, I'm playing without a Reaper this time. He's following my SCV. He's probably wondering what the heck happened to this SCV. I don't even know what he can... What is that supposed to be? I don't even know. I can't find an explanation for why that SCV would come back from that angle at that time. It just makes absolutely zero sense. I wonder if he had me on A move or something, or had the probe on A move or something. Now, I wouldn't mind getting a proxy starport up, but I actually couldn't. Now he's going to see the engineering bay. If he types a question mark, I want 5 internet points within the next 10 seconds. Well, he chrono boosted something. Wait. I think he just chrono boosted his gateway, isn't it? Because I heard the chrono boost from this Nexus, I believe, but he didn't use it on the probes. I think the engineering bay made him chrono boost the gateway one more time instead of the probes. That's probably not entirely worth it. Oh, that is a dead adept, though. That is quite nice. SCV should stay alive as well, I think. Let me make sure to follow the adept. It is going to die pretty shortly. Exactly. Now, I do have a Reaper. I think I'm going to go for the 6 Hellion strategy over here. I could have repaired that Hellion as well. That wouldn't be that crazy of an idea. Now, we can see exactly where the Stalker is, which once again is the main point of this engineering bay, right? Let's see. It is... Okay, it is going to be a full wall of guys. Listen, we are playing against a 6-4 barcode Protoss. Now, you guys would think that just means he's better than your last opponent. On one hand, true, but there is one more very important factor. The better the player is... Okay, the more likely you can catch them with mind games, because they will respond in a quote-unquote appropriate way. He knows that I didn't make a Reaper because I made a Marine first, but I made the Reaper later, so now he shouldn't have a sentry ready. Exactly, he wanted to wall off. He shouldn't have a sentry ready because I was not gonna have a Reaper. Oh, actually, he did make a sentry after all. I think, actually, no, to be fair, I think he warped that in after... I walked in with the Hellions. He did get a little bit fortunate there. Oh, maybe I can still get in with these, actually. Yeah. He did get a little bit fortunate there. Oh, the Juicy! No, I barely didn't get the Omega Juicer hit. That would have been beautiful. Sadly, we didn't. Let's get a thingy on that. Okay, make sure to click my Marines back. Very close. Oh, I didn't even realize that this guy was going to be stuck. Very close to being the perfect thing. I think it's kind of funny that I was talking about him, quote-unquote, going for the perfect response there. I think he actually made a small mistake. Which still cost me a little bit there. So he had the units in the main because he was thinking about me having a starport. but he saw my proxy SCV and he should have known that I wouldn't have been able to get a starport out in time. So here, I guess even players like this can kind of misread the game a little bit. And once again, I guess that kind of proves a small point to the effectiveness of the mind games of my useless buildings. Okay, now he's going to go in here. I do not have stim yet, actually, so that's going to make this a little bit unfortunate. I do want to save this Marauder for sure, so I got to be very, very careful. He's going to go for the blink pass. That is actually not the best move ever, I think, because we're going to be able to target down that Stalker. He's going very heavily for my Marauders. Probably save this one. Oh, barely not, actually. It's crazy range on that thing. Okay, we should be able to kill at least one more Stalker there, maybe another one. Exactly, there we go. Okay, that was pretty decent in the end, actually. Killed a lot of Stalkers, and he was pretty much doing this on a relatively low economy. Like, we killed a decent amount of probes, but also he made a robo, and I believe at least 3 gateways. Yeah, I didn't see a 4th one, so there could be another one there, but it was at least the 3 gateways. Oh, he's gonna go for this. Okay, this Protoss player is incredibly YOLO, and not necessarily in the good way. Can we get one? Barely not. Cancelled combat shields as well. Actually, we did get one, right? Yeah, I do think we did. Okay, combat shield is a little bit of an annoying cancel. It is not the biggest deal ever, but it is a little bit annoying. Now I'm going to go for 2 extra barracks because I want to go for a really fat SCV pool behind this. I think this is not the... Oh, that is a crazy move by him, yeah. Okay, this guy's actually a little bit insane here. Let's see, I'm going to target... Oh my god, he's losing so many Stalkers. Holy... Almost lost another one over there. Yeah, this guy is a little bit insane. I'm not quite sure who it is, but he's definitely a little bit on the crazy side here, that's for sure. I mean, to be honest, he's playing kind of like I would with my Protoss, but better. Like, he just, you know, he goes in, micros his stuff well, sometimes makes decisions that are slightly questionable. It's like playing against myself, really. I mean, it's just... Whether that's a good thing or not, you guys tell me. I'm sure you guys are going to be in favor. Sometimes I think I should be a little bit less crazy, but it is what it is. Now, the big problem here is that I am doing a very snowbally build, right? Like, I want to go for a massive SCV pool, basically. And I did lose a lot of units, and I don't have a starport, so I also can't really afford to be stimming all my stuff. So a lot of these Marines are already going to be a bit lower HP, as you can tell. Now, I do have more tanks than I would usually have. Oh, it's still there. Let me just kill that real quick. There we go. He was still waiting right outside. Okay. Looks like he was probably going to go for some kind of counterattack. I'm going to have combat shields. By the time I get to his base, I need to get my tanks at the front. He doesn't have enough Stalkers, I think, to damage my tanks too much. So I can probably just go for this. Okay, let's see. Oh, dude, the tanks hit like a freaking truck. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's make sure to get the tanks to the front. And now, the next thing we hope for is that my opponent did not play Colossus, I guess. Colossus are going to be the toughest thing to go up against, I would say. Actually, no, Storm would be harder. Just like Splash. Oh, that's even hard. Actually, I can probably get out of this. I'm pretty good at getting my splitties on. It's actually one of my biggest strengths. Okay, there we go. Target down the Templar. Hey, that was clean micro, actually. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, that is one of the things that I am good at in StarCraft. Does he have a base, actually? I'm not quite sure if he has one. Oh, we dodged that Storm. That is great. Let me repair my tanks. I think that would be all right. That is another crazy blink by Mr. Guy over here. It's going to lose a lot of stuff. Like a whole position, the SCVs. There we go. And then we go back to repairing this guy. Can we get that Prism? I would love to get that Prism, because Prisms are really, really freaking annoying. Now, looks like he got the base over here. Now we got to keep kiting back. Hold position the SCVs at the best time. Could have maybe repaired that tank. That would have been ideal. Oh, now we can just go in here. I guess what's the... Templar's almost going to have enough for a Storm. That's problematic. Okay, can I actually get the snipe on that? I don't think we can. Energy on Storm is going to be ready right now. So we're going to have to dodge that as best as we can. I think he's barely going to be able to stop us still. The micro there was very good, but GG well played is going to have to be called. This game, I'm not going to lie, was actually, at least that's what I think. I thought it was very impressive from our side. I think there were a lot of pro Terrans that would just lose this game instantly, because... if you SCV pool, no Medivacs, no Widowmines against a guy with 5 Templars, Guardian Shield, enough for 2 Guardian Shields, I mean, 8 gateways, and like, this is crazy. I am very impressed with myself right now. Like, I'm very, very happy with this. This should have been a game that I would have lost instantly, but the splits were insane. We targeted Templars with energy, we get in there. Now, is there a way that I could have won from here? That is the question. I mean, I had a good amount of Marines coming from home. I could have salvaged his bunker as well. I think let's see how it plays out real quick. This Storm was dodged nicely. I think maybe, yeah, it's just the problem is that the buy units are so low. Like, I'm repairing the tanks, but the tanks are not really the biggest deal. Maybe if I repair the tanks, siege up here, get bunkers up, then we could have won. I don't think we should have. Anyway, still very happy with how this went. We were very close to actually getting that engineering-based strat to work perfectly. Once again here, the opponent did not suffer from me having vision, but he was definitely distracted, and he messed up a little bit because of it. Like, now the worker count is very close. Even this defense, holy cow, how well did I play? Against a 6-5 Protoss, 7 Stalkers against 2 Marines, and I still defended it well. This was pretty freaking awesome. Let's go to game number 3. Okay, the final game of the day is against potentially the same barcode. I don't remember exactly what the last guy's MMR was, but I think it was like 70 higher than this guy's. So yeah, probably a different guy. In that case, I can go for, you know, whatever strategy I want. If you play against the same person twice in a row, you can feel like you don't have as much strategic freedom, right? Now, if you look at my builds, you might think, yeah, who cares anyway? Like, what blind counter is there to a random engineering bay built in someone's base? Good point. But still, if you played against the same guy, maybe he would not get confused, and then all of a sudden it's just a wasted trip of minerals, basically, right? So I do think I would like to do it slightly different. I kind of wish that we would have gotten a Zerg as well. I would have been very curious how this would have played out against the Zerg. But I guess if you guys enjoy this challenge, I can always do another episode where we hunt some Zergies, see how it goes. What is the normal scouting pattern? I think it's just on the top side of the middle, so I should be able to go here. Oh, that's a very early scout, actually. Okay, interesting. Then, yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters, honestly. Once again, it's whatever, you know. The first game, my opponent also saw my scout, and then I just built it in a completely random place in his main base, and it still worked, so... It's actually pretty funny. Yesterday I streamed, and I went 0-9 against Protoss, and all those games looked way more hopeless than that last game did, and it really just shows that if you have fun and you do something incredibly stupid, that it just makes me better. It really does. Let's see. I'm going to go for the orbital first. This time we're going to go for the engineering bay in the wall. He's going to see that the moment he builds a pylon, basically. I don't know when that's going to be. Probably some point soon. That is engineering bay. I don't have to finish, right? Like, I can just kind of keep it there and then cancel it at some point. He's going to see the engineering bay and be like, what on earth is wrong with you? Assuming that it's a different guy. If it's the same guy, he will already have seen this one before. I mean, honestly, it looks kind of nice. I was thinking maybe I could go for like... Oh, that's a... Is it a proxy gate? Or is this build just... Huh. It's kind of... I am not 100% sure, actually. I would imagine it's not a proxy gate, but who knows? I'm just going to run this away. Okay, so we can't make Hellions right away then. That is a little bit of an annoyance, but I'm still going to be able to proxy the starport over here, and then make a Hellion and 2 Marines for the first wave, and then I guess we'll see after. That is not being attacked by a Stalker yet, so either he didn't make one for a very long time, or it is indeed going to be a proxy. I still have this Marine absolutely in downtown. There is the Stalker. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting one. I'm not quite sure what to think about this one so far. Let's make sure to... Oh, please repair that, bro. What are you guys doing? Oh, they didn't repair it. Oh, I thought I sent them, but apparently not. Oh, that's actually a little bit painful. We're doing a lot of damage here, though. We're going to lose one of those dudes instantly, but that is... all right, I think. These next 2 Marines, I could... No, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I was going to say I could go for the complete wall off. I'm actually just going to go for the position down here. Stay on top of the ramp. Oh, the fact that that stayed alive is actually surprising and quite nice. Can we get a Stalker? Looks like no. Make sure to kill that Zealot real quick. Then we're going to go for a quick surround. Not going to get it. Ooh, make sure to hold position over here. I'm actually going to make a Liberator instead of the intended... What's it called? Can we maybe get one? I think we can. Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Okay, Liberator instead of the intended medevac. Okay, try to repair this guy. Now, I do need to find a way to attack at some point. I don't know how that is going to happen. I guess we're going to have to find a way. More Hellions will always be incredibly useful. Liberator should go straight into the main base. I think maybe now I can probably go for it already. The Liberators are, or the Hellions here are going to be very useful. Okay, good target fire by Mr. Guy, unfortunately for me. Liberator is not finished yet. Okay. Just gonna keep paying attention over here. It's gonna be really annoying for him to keep having to look at this place. Oh, there we go. I think that's an opportunity, right? Yeah, I think that is going to die. If I'm not bad at micro, I believe that should die. There we go. Okay. He goes for this one. Now we have the Liberator into the main base, and now we're just gonna walk across. Probably get an expansion behind this. Yeah, hey, the engineering bay actually distracted the stalkers. Look at that, guys. Telling you, man. The build is just as legendary, guys. Oh, might lose that one. Looks like he's not going to. Let's hide this one for a little bit. Here we have a Hellion showing up, and then we're going to expand behind it. He's going to lose that. He's actually... look. Wait. His probe is walled out. Wait, we can actually kill that, guys. Look at this stalker. It's going to die pretty fast here as well. Look at this. Okay, we're actually in here. Now we can siege that Liberator over there. Hey, why are we doing so much damage with this? Okay, let's move this one a little bit over. That one is going to die as well. Now we're going to be able to micro this Hellion and maybe get a couple of really nice shots off over there. Let's see. And get a good amount of workers. Oh, I could have used this medevac actually. If I was a little more attentive there, I could have totally used that. That would have been absolutely delicious. Sadly, that is one mistake that we did make. And once again, guys, we are playing 100 times better game against these high MMR Protoss players than I was yesterday when I was playing actual builds. God, this is delicious. And the best part is for me is that I'm honestly making mistakes here, you know? Like, this really is not the best gameplay you've ever seen from me. But it just works, man. Chaos, cool plays, distractions. Yeah, he's gonna find this. Maybe he'll think that there's something built from that already. Hey, I think I can go across with this tank. Look, he's still distracted by my buildings. Now, that's actually a usefully proxied building, right? That starport over there. I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it there because he's gonna keep attacking it. Let's see. Probably has a couple of stalkers over here, if I had to guess. At least one, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna siege this. Okay, now I can fly that over. And now we need to hope that... maybe I can walk in with this. Let's see. Run in with the Hellion. That would be great. Yeah, we're going to be able to run in with the Hellion. Oh, he does see it, unfortunately. Okay. And now we're going to siege in front of his base. That is the plan. Maybe we can get that Stalker. Barely not, looks like. I have a lot of SCVs here, too. Let's start making some bunkers. I'm actually going to try and YOLO siege that on top. Let's see. He might try to go for the blink. He's probably going to do it. Yeah, exactly. He's going to lose a lot of Stalkers for that, though. Looks like at least 3. That is beautiful. Just gonna keep attacking. They need to be careful with this siege tank. Let's keep it in the bush for now. Maybe I can siege that one on top of the mineral line. That's chilling very nicely in the bush. Look at that. It's beautiful. That tank is actually popping off because it's hidden in the bush. Oh my goodness, it's delicious. Now the Liberator is still popping off massively as well on the other side. Oh my goodness, I think that Liberator is absolutely destroying everything. 11 kills on that Liberator. Can I save it for one more wave? That would be delicious. Now we're gonna start repairing the tank. I do have lifts available, of course. And I'm gonna get my units inside there. Let's see, make another bunker over here. The Liberator did fall, sadly, eventually, but obviously it did a fantastic amount of work. Now I'm gonna get my next tank followed up as well. Let's make sure to target that. I'm gonna be able to kill that Immortal pretty fast, I think. And now I have another tank showing up already as well. He can try to blink for it. He might try, but it's gonna be a very painful endeavor for him. That is for sure. I'm just gonna keep building bunkers over here. I have another tank on the way already. I mean, I'm just making sure to kill as many gateways as I can. Let's see if I can find the Stalkers. Yeah, exactly. Stalkers are over here. So we run back with these. Okay. I'm gonna plan to move this one a little bit more into a safe location. I think this is slightly safer. It's not super safe, of course, but it is slightly safer. Let's see, I have 2 tanks now. I think I can follow up with a bunch more SCVs. I think that's actually what the plan is gonna be. Currently, he is running out of gateways, so that is very, very nice for me. He does have 1 Immortal and a couple Zealots. Stim is... It's coming, but it's not quite there yet. I feel like Stim would be very useful. Okay, there's going to be a pretty nice trade over here. I think this is the time exactly that he's going to go for it. Predictably so, of course, because he wanted to go together with these. Can I save that? Barely not, unfortunately. Now, I do have 2 more tanks showing up. I'm going to siege those both at the same time. I think we're going to take a pretty good fight over here, but it's going to be very, very close, of course. Now, Stim finished. Let's see, can we get on top of those? Oh, so many units over there falling. Look at that, barely has any units left. He does still have that 1 battery, but the Immortal is going to fall. And now he's going to have to pull workers. All these workers are going to die. And keep in mind, he doesn't have gateways left here, guys. He's chrono boosting his Robo because that is his last production facility, of course. Now, maybe he can do enough damage to the Stalker that the battery energy runs out really, really fast. That is the ideal. Let me try to target this one down. We're going to be able to get that one as well, almost. Okay. He did blink that one. I'm actually going to siege this tank over here because it's a very nice siege position. There we go. Barely not going to get a shot off. Now we're going to launch a couple mules. I have a lot of extra SCVs there all the time that I didn't realize. Okay, that tank is going to die very, very fast, I think. But is it going to die fast enough? That is the question. No, it didn't die. Unsiege a tank. Oh, a massive blunder right there. And now we're going to have to go back with all of these SCVs and do it all again later on. Now, I guess the outcome of this game is going to be determined by whether my follow-up is good enough and whether he didn't have a hidden third base somewhere at some point. Let's try to get a starport over here and then see if he did build a third base at some point. I'm going to pull a couple SCVs for this, actually. Don't want him to kill that Marauder. Exactly, there we go. If I can dodge damage on that, then that is all I can really do. I'm just going to pull a couple more. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I do have a tank on the way, which is great. I have another Marauder here as well. Now, he might try to blink forward for this, and that's going to be pretty bad news for him. Barely... Oh, that tank's so close to shooting, but barely didn't fire. Please. Okay, going to have to cancel that. Second tank on the way. Let's make a barracks and an engineering bay. And I guess we're going to have to chill here for a little bit. I'm going to make an engineering bay here as well, just so we can wall that off. I think we're actually going to make one single medevac before going for the reactor over there. I think that is the right idea. Oh my goodness, what a freaking game, guys. Oh, he's actually going to go for it. I think that is not the blink that he wanted to do. That is for sure. It actually stays alive for way too long. He's going to lose every single unit over there. Look at this. Okay, that Stalker should definitely die as well. And now we can go back to mining fully, which is beautiful. Now, I guess I didn't really need that... oh, what are you doing? I didn't really need that second engineering bay in the end, but that's okay. Second tank is going to finish soon. I'm going to make a turret so I don't die to the random DT. I do still have enough scans for now, but I've been burned too often by random DTs. Don't really want to risk it all again. Now, I don't know how many of his gateways he was able to rebuild. That is a crazy blink, by the way. That is a really crazy blink. Should be able to get at least one of those stalkers. We're going to lift that because I knew he was going to go for it. It wasn't born yesterday, my friend. Wow. No, GG is cold. Oh, we have actually done it. Let's freaking go. What did he have? 2 gateways left. No units left. Oh my goodness, guys. It is delicious. A 6.4k Protoss. False prey to the engineering bay in the natural. And how is it even possible that we win again? It's so absurd, right? Like, I'm telling you guys. Yesterday, 0-9 against Protoss, trying to do optimal builds, best builds. Today, built random engineering base and ghost academies and armories on the map and build a starport here to make one liberator and a medevac that I didn't use and then leave the starport there to die just so I can get into position. It's a wonder, guys. 6.4k Protoss, one of the best Protoss players in Europe, and we beat him by proxying an engineering bay in his wall and then going for a ridiculous, what was it, like 2 heli and 8 marine attack with a liberator in the main. Liberator, absolute MVP, by the way. I think did I kill both of the stalkers? Look. Wow, that's actually sick. Yeah, I killed another stalker and so many... That liberator was actually freaking gold here. Wow, 2-1. Almost won the second game against the 6-5-ish Protoss barcode as well. Absolutely beautiful day. And that's going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you want to see me do this again, but maybe in some other matches as well, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.